Hey, my name is Josiah Cody, and I was coming here to talk about this week's verification of student identification. So I have to talk about my first and second discussion. Let's get right to it. My first discussion was about philosophies and concepts as a teacher yourself. I basically just broke down, what are some philosophies you may use as a teacher, what are philosophies, period, and how myself, if I was a teacher, what philosophy would I use when it comes to teaching. I put some examples in there of different teaching philosophies that have really been able to break the break the mold and start the long line of educators and things in the future for the future. This is something personally that I can say myself is very important. It actually creates a mold that all teachers can use, all teachers can learn from, and branch off into their own philosophies in the future. But that's why I already taught. I had my own teaching philosophy myself that I had to come up with. It's like my ideals, what I think is important to teaching, what I think is important for students to be learning, and how they should be learning. I feel like a successful teacher has their own set of ideas and just not somebody else's. And that's really the important thing to be a teacher. That's probably the number one thing. If you don't have an idea where you're going, you're not going to be able to succeed at a certain level. And I feel like I did a pretty good job with that myself in this discussion. In the second discussion, I had a to read an article and give my view on the article, basically the evolution of childhood education. The founding fathers, the people who started it. It kind of go back to the first discussion. You know, um, basically like cited philosophies. That's beginning stages of early childhood education. I also really went deep into how the founder, main people, the founding fathers, sort of say, of education really started this this call to education, like call to youth, and I really wanted to make sure everybody was getting educated at the young at the younger levels. So this was very important. I'm really this one actually stuck to me a little bit because this is very important, like globally, not just in the United States, because a lot of these theories came from people not here. Some people in Italy, some people in just other parts of Europe. I mean, Australia, places like that, China. We get different methods from different people and like different ways of childhood development. So that was something that was like I displayed in this discussion and I focused on. Um, Last part, I want to say what I say could change the class, what could better the class, what I think about the class. I think the class was pretty good, pretty well drawn out. Thorough assignments, but pretty well drawn out. I really like it myself as somebody who wants to be an educator one day. It gives you the basis, the background, the good stuff what you need to actually be a successful educator. So I feel like me having that and me taking this course is going to better me in the future. Learn something about people and founding fathers, people in the past has really affected early childhood education. I feel like that's going to benefit me for the future. Thank you.